And you're on.
Well, welcome to the June 2026 Memphis Calligraphy Guild meeting. And our business session is now in order. And first up, Peggy, do you have minutes or was that?
They were published. So are there any changes?
Okay, if they were published, I didn't read them.
Maggie sent them out.
I saw them, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, if everybody's saying.
yeah,
Yes.
But right after, a couple days after the meeting.
yeah.
They were about.
Well, they were published and are there any additions or changes to the minutes? And they will stand as written and recorded. And we don't have too many people here. Okay, Lois is filling in for Maggie with memberships. And do you have anything to say?
I do not, except to fess up and say I forgot the name tags.
Okay, well, it's okay. I think we all know each other, so. Moving on. Lisa, do you have anything?
Oh, well, I've got a few books over here and I want to apologize to everybody. I know there are like 3 or 4 more books for tonight that I left in our library. I don't know how I did it. I'm 75. I guess it's part of it. Right. So I've got a small collection here tonight, so please come and take whatever you want. I just want to remind everybody that if you want a book on any topic, you can check and see if we've got it and bring it. For example, tonight, Lois had requested 2 different topics, so I brought some books specifically for her. So I'm at your service, ladies and gentlemen.
That's good to know.
Should take the hand out.
Or anything?
Well. Was anything resolved about the PayPal?
Yeah.
Not yet, and trying to, I guess, figure out Maggie, Gerard, maybe Lois says she could help some, find out what's going on with PayPal, because PayPal says calligraphyguild.com does not exist. So apparently somewhere the annual fee was not paid to keep the website in use. And we weren't notified of it.
Yeah, this is the 3rd time this has happened. And I don't know why it wasn't on an auto pay. It makes no sense.
Because it's on Judy's credit card and because she is not paying it anymore.
Well, she stopped paying anything or working with it 4 years ago.
Yeah, but they apparently never took her card off.
Maggie just came on.
Yeah, but we haven't got her into,
I know, but what I'm saying, Judy wasn't she our PayPal contact up until the time Maggie came on?
yeah, but she was the official contact, but she's not done anything. Yeah, that's the problem. What we need to do is find out whether we still have control of calligraphyguild.com. That's the brand. So if that one is no longer, if somebody has picked it up and is running with it, we'll have to come up with a new base name. And then we need to find out how we go about paying it. So we probably need to talk to Gavin. Because he's handled it in the past and he knows.
That payment could be arranged because in PayPal, no, I did reach out to Maggie Sherrard, but she was out of town, so we could not get together for me to try to help resolve this PayPal thing. So that can be automated through PayPal, through your checking account or whatever is connected currently to PayPal. And it probably is checking, I would guess.
They were taking payments out for him for a period of time.
Dream Post is still charging $3 a month.
I'm not out of the account.
Did people use it enough? Does it justify even having PayPal?
I don't know how many people look at the Guild website.
Well, they
Well,
can't.
it's not a question of the Guild website, it's do they use it when they to pay PayPal or not?
I think they use it for membership.
Yes, I do. I brought my receipt, by the way, but
Technically, you don't have to go through our website to pay PayPal for our dues.
well, you don't, but you'd have to know how to.
You should go to PayPal and then tell it, look up Memphis Calligraphy Guild. And it should pick it up.
Well, in any case, yes,
Yeah.
that's one method, but people in general are not gonna
No,
notice. They're looking for a website.
If you're looking for a website to pay for Guild membership. And
I take her classes that way.
You can't get into our
yeah, at
website.
one time we could do several things with it in the
Yes.
first 2 or 3
Mhm.
years.
Yeah.
And then it had a glitch or two.
And then the website blew up and we haven't been able to do anything with the website. So it's, what we probably need to do is look into another, I don't want to say sponsor, but another company that we can utilize to create a website, Squarespace or something of that nature.
Because with what we had with Gordon Proud,
Nobody knew how to use it.
well, right, because he had so many plugins in there, and what our website was using was plug-in for a feature, but in order to make that feature work, we had to have another plug-in to go to do that. And it was automated to a point. If you see this on there and you got a blank to write in, the programs would do certain things. Then after a while, they crashed because the plugins were, too many plugins, or we were asking the site to actually do twice of what it was capable of doing. But Gordon got it to work, and he went so fast I couldn't understand what he was doing. That's the whole thing. We needed a teacher and we couldn't find one. And if we did, it was expensive. Okay, well,
John,
Yeah.
what if we, maybe 3 of us get together, work together to contact PayPal, to somehow contact DreamHost, just 3 people that can sit together, get it done. I'm willing to be of any help that I can, but without it just seems like it's complicated, but if 3 of us that have some knowledge together might be able to get some real answers.
But
okay.
you need the right people also, because Maggie is key in that, because she's got the bank account.
Okay.
But you have it as well, right?
Yes. Calligraphy Guild, checking account.
Can I say something? I love Maggie. Like she's not.
She's not computer literate.
She's not computer literate. You need somebody who knows what they're doing. I mean, you need her info, you need her input, but you need somebody else who knows.
That's why I offered to help her.
Well, I think Maggie has the administrative knowledge, maybe not tech knowledge.
Yeah.
She has administrative knowledge because she ran
Yes,
their company
correct.
and
She does.
kept that afloat up for years.
But you won't use computer.
Right, and
Well, I have a computer guy, but he fixed my computer when my grandson-in-law who worked for a computer company quit. But I don't know if he does it precise, but I can ask him because he was so cheap. And so good and so nice, such a nice person.
okay.
So if you want me to, I can ask him and see what he can come up with. He might even be able to fix the website.
If it's possible, okay. Call and check with him and see what he,
All right,
his ideas
I'll
are.
see first if that's anywhere in his expertise.
Okay. And what's that?
Is Anna still active in the guild?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank-
Her tech guy at the Memphis clinic helped us in the past when this happened before.
Yeah, but her tech guy is Gordon. Her tech guy is Gordon.
I think Aaron, her husband, fixed it.
Well, this is
one time.
her employee. This is,
Yeah, it was her husband, Aaron, who fixed it one time.
yes.
okay, so we're bypassing Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think best idea of 3 people on a committee, so we don't have to sit and talk about this every meeting. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Taken care of.
I see right now, if Beth is willing and Lois is
Lois.
willing,
I think Gavin might be helpful if he's available.
if you can get him away from running up down the hills and to the bagpipe everywhere, then,
Helen would need him desperately.
yeah. He can slow down for a few hours.
Yeah. This is
We've
something
been talking about it a lot.
Yeah.
So tell him I've been bad mouthing him because I can't play the
I am
bagpipe.
not considered.
Oh, okay,
Well, I have availability on some.
all right.
I don't know, this kind
All right, Lisa, did you inform us fully on books and everything?
Beg your pardon?
I said, you've informed us with everything on the books in the library.
Yes, she did.
You know, I've got my hearing aids in, but Mike and I were talking about it today. I think it's time for new ones.
Okay. Well, do you have anything to say for the library?
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, none of the other chairs are here.
I'll do a report on the workshops that we're trying to do for
Okay.
Peggy. We're trying to get that book binding work. I will say this as nicely as I can. Because of the National Guard being here, they are taking up all the rooms at the police station.
Oh.
So and it's so late in the year to get a new room. I'm looking at the libraries, the public library system and seeing if I can't get a room there somewhere. We're looking for the end of October. So she hasn't totally told me no, that we can't get the room at the police station, but I'm not gonna know till probably the last minute.
Okay, the only other place I know, I don't know if we're welcome at the Benjamin Hooks Library, and we were kind of ushered out of there years ago. And I'm not sure about the Red Library there, which used to be the Papa White Station.
Well, that White Station one is sort of, I wasn't the White Station one I was at. They gave me the name at the Cordova. I have a room at the Cordova Library, but it's not in October, it's in August. And it's an afternoon, not a morning one. So, I mean, I just put out my name in because it was the only available room in time for the whole year. So, but I have the name of the person, at the Covington one and at the, I don't know what it's a funny named, library, off of Graham, off of 64 in Graham. And that was a nice room. I did a creative aging program in there once and it's not too
Have
bad.
you thought about the new Fraser Library? Because it's brand new and they might not be as
Well,
booked.
I'm gonna try these other two.
They might not be as booked just because they've.
I don't even know where the Fraser one is.
It's on Stage Road. across from the park there.
Uh,
There's no library on Stage Road.
this one's brand new. I think they just opened it earlier this year.
Yeah, they just,
It's been open for over a year now.
Okay, well,
it's on that main road, whatever.
Yeah, this.
Maybe called James Road there, but it's whatever it is, it's State Road, James Road.
You can, go and Google Map and look down, find a new building with parking lot beside it and behind it. And they carved it out of a big hill and you see the front, it's got a big shed roof on it with a lot of glass and.
I can go look and see what the meeting room looks like.
I will try and see what we can come up with. So far, it's
James Road, the address is James Road.
Yeah, okay.
might have to schedule it for next year. Yeah, can't get room.
This
I
church
think in a room.
doesn't have rooms available, like this room or.
Well, I think Beth, they said,
For what, I'm sorry.
I think the church said, no food, all this stuff, because if we damage the floor, we repair it or replace it.
We talking about workshop?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can ask again.
Well, do you have a place where that, if water or watercolors or something's accidentally spilled or spattered, to clean it up?
Probably in the parish hall, but I'll have to ask.
See what these are for us and everything.
Well, I will check next week. I can't do anything the rest of this week because I've too much to do, but I will get on it next week and figure out what to do.
Okay. Well, is there any other topics, Peggy?
It's about the show at the Navy Center in Covington. And if anybody wants to put a piece in, has not put it in so far, you still have a little bit of time today, tomorrow, maybe Thursday. You just need to download the information, fill it out, scan it into your computer and send it to Barry Foster. And the information is on the stuff that I sent out earlier this month. And if there's anybody having trouble with this, let me know. So that's my bit.
Thank you. Did all of that last night and hopefully it made it in safely and fully.
How many, John?
3 pieces.
Okay, that brings us total so far up to 23.
I sent the form in just a few minutes ago.
Oh, and how many for you? One piece. That's 24. We're doing good, guys. We're doing good.
We need 16 more. I would have to go out to WKNO and beg one piece back. For a temporary show. And I don't think Amy's gonna give that up. Well, if there's nothing else, do I hear a motion for us to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
Okay, motion's made, and we are now officially ended the business session and ready for Peggy to proceed with this afternoon's program.
Which is not unsure. In spite of the email.
Yeah,
What is
I
that?
I changed her mind at
That
the
is
last minute.
informational.
Oh, okay, well, I sent out what you sent.
Yes.
Give
yes.
that, well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna turn that microphone on. I hope.
What do you think?
Let me see if that microphone will work. Okay.
Yeah.
Microphone.
We're not to help with Keith and do that.
No, I can do this. I just, maybe,
Give me a test phrase, please.
test, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I got you.
Well, fudge. I'm gonna do. That'll do it. Okay. We've all got a handout. two handouts, actually. We don't have time to do both of them tonight. We'll just do the basics. George, can I get up?
Oh, sorry, I thought I switched it. I did. I was working on the speak microphones. Okay, that one. There we go.
If you go home and you want to spend some time further on this, I recommend Sheila Waters' Foundations of Calligraphy. And it starts on page 50. No, wrong one. Wrong page. Right one.
You have a red,
7.
there you go, red marker.
Starts on page 7. And actually 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then it goes into caps. But she goes in on this and she'll show you spacing. She shows you ways to do things that are right and wrong. This is really a really good book, and I know we have it in the library. So there
And-
should be a run on it.
And there's a new edition of John Neal.
There is.
They
Oh,
just,
dear. Money.
yeah.
Okay, the other one, which kind of surprised me, is the one that Beth showed us, Calligraphy Studio by Christopher Calderhead. I got this on Amazon. Let's see. I didn't know he was 29. And he doesn't have as much, but he does. Now, if you order this is very musty smelling, but I have taken and put the stinkiest fabric softener sheets I can find in the book. So, I mean, but it's a really good book. He's got a lot of good information. He shows you how to do it. The sizes of the exit strokes, the entrance stroke. I mean, again, like Sheila Waters, it's a good book and it's worth the money.
Excuse me, Peggy, should the library get that?
Yeah, if you can get it.
Okay.
Calligraphy Studio
Is that an older book?
by Christopher Calderhead, and it was published in,
That's not a new book.
no, it was published in
I'll get the information from that.
2012.
We also have in the library
There are-
Reggie Zell's videos.
Yeah, Reggie Zell's videos and that, but Sheila is
Better one.
outstanding. And John brought these sheets in, and I know I should know who did this, but I don't
Charles
know.
Pierce.
Is this Pierce?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
wondering.
so you've got the lowercase and the uppercase.
Very
Now, where's that? And I have some handouts, variations, variation 1 and variation 2 and variation 3, and then it's, the usual. This is an old one. I don't think you have it. But this one, when you're doing italic, you do a tangential branching. In other words, when you do your drown stroke, you immediately start up and curve off and then come down. Well, on foundational, you're not doing that. You're doing your downstroke, and then you come up, and right here you go up, and this really comes this way. So there's the difference, and you can see it on that particular sheet if you want to make a copy of that. Then here's another one. These are done with serifs. This is monoline. This is sans serif. So there are 3 different variations on this hand you can do. And then you could take Sheila Waters and stretch them or compress them, play with them any way that you want to. But for tonight, we're just going to do plain old. If Lois, if you want to take these and scan these and just send them out to people, you can.
Absolutely.
Set up here. I don't know what size nib you brought. It doesn't matter. I'm working with a 2.5 on 1/8 inch. And this is a scrap of Arches textile, and I made it small so I wouldn't write off the screen. And to start with, he shows this as 4 nib widths high for the X height. The ascender is 3 and the descender is 3. So a total of 10 nib widths. So what I usually do, and I'm not sure, I just start doing my two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excuse me.
Just rinse it otherwise.
7, 8, 9, and 10. So I know that the first 3 are, for me, it's 2/8 or a quarter high, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've got 3 squares and I've got 2 squares. Now I don't know what paper you're writing on or anything, what size you are, but when you do those 10, you come down 3, draw your line, you come down 4, draw your line, and then you know you've got the right X height and the ascender and the descender. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or do I need to go over that? You look confused. All right.
Because I'm looking at.
1,
Hmm.
2, 3. That's my ascender.
Okay.
And I'm going to draw a line right there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is my X height. And then 1, 2, 3, and that is my descender. And that's sloppy, sorry. So in other words, I'm going to be writing right in here. And the first letter that's shown on this is an O. And this hand is done at 30 degrees. So it's fairly flat. And it's round. And I have to do a couple because I tend to make them bigger than they should be. That's better. Now, if you're not sure what 30 degrees is, if you're writing on a piece of graph paper, if you're doing a 45 for italic, you go 1 square, corner to corner is a 45. If you want a 30, you do 2 squares, corner to corner, and you can see the difference. And another way is, I showed you these a while back.
What hand are we doing?
This is
Foundation.
foundational.
Oh, you're doing an angle.
Yeah, so this is a pen angle, and I've cut these out and I have them at my desk. And when I'm not sure, I just bring these out, and I've done 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, because I haven't done anything more than 45, because I don't do a lot, yeah. But these are handy and easy to do and saves a lot of time. And I mean, you can do it with a protractor, draw lines over everything, but this you don't have to. Okay, so let's start the A. The A is similar to the second stroke of the O. You come up, come down straight, and come out. And this little area here, imagine a tiny little ball right in that.
George, does that enlarge at all?
Good question. I don't know whether I can get it. If we bring it down a little bit, we probably can.
How do I,
Just push the arm that you're holding.
with this one?
Yeah, that one. There you go. That should do
That's
it.
much better.
That's better. Good. Sorry.
Sorry, I should have.
Okay. And then the A, this one just comes out. He shows it coming out straight. And that's fine if you want to do it that way. I learned it putting my pen in here and then bringing it out and then under. And it kind of thickens this area right in here. Let me do that one again. Over, down, out. And then some people go back in and they add a point right there. They add a little, so if you want it plain or you want a little flick down on it, either way, you're doing it. The next is the B, and let's talk about this. I'm going to do it on this. There are three ways to do the entrance strokes for the ascenders. The first is to slide up, come down. Then come back in here and fill it in, just round it out a little bit. We do that again. Slide up, come down, come back in here and fill it in. That's one. The second one is to slide up. There are four, really. Come down, then come in here and bring it all the way down. So slide up, come down partially, then come back in here and bring it all the way down. There's another way you can do a bird speak and come down, and then you come back in here, go up and come down. Bird speak, come down, go back in. And the fourth way that a lot of times I will do this is I will do the straight stroke and then I come back in and fill it. So whatever works for you. And I'm going to give this to Lisa and she will send these out so you can see how to do it. Drop it. So a B. I'm going to glide into a B. And I'm going to come down. And about 3/4 of the way down, you're just going to start to round it over like that. Then you're going to come up almost to the waistline and round it. And I need to fill that in. Let me do that one again. Slide up, down almost to the bottom, round it, come up, slide out, round it, fill it in. A trick. I always have a cover sheet when I'm writing. It's usually covered with all sorts of ticks and things on it. But what I do is at the center point of my O, like that, I mark it. And I mark that it's O. So then I'm going to come over here. This one is, yeah, it's just about right. This one's a little narrow. Can you see that? So it's right there at my hand. And when I'm in doubt, I just take and put it over the letter when it's dry, and I can see what I've done. The letter C starts out like an O, and this stroke starts just below the way. Here's the waistline. And I'm going to start just below it a little bit, round it, pull it out. Then I come back in, pull it up, and I usually, even with a broad edge nib, I just kind of round up on the tip and pull it out, pull some of that ink out. Do another one. First stroke of the O, come back in, pull it out. And that, you can even leave that little tick on this sheet, he left it off. So you don't have to, you do not have to do it. Just 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. Two, 3. Now, if you've got graph paper, you can still take your ruler and line these lines. But I've done this so much that this is all I have to do to know what I'm going to, how I'm going to handle the letters. The letter D, same as the letter O. You start just below the waistline, come out, around, and up. And imagine your upper, it's got to touch that. Can you see that line? You make it a little darker so you can see it. So that when you pull this over, when you go up to that waistline and touch it, you touch that. Then when you come up to the top and pull it down and come out, you're going to get that. And sometimes I don't quite mix. There we go. And again, this is supposed to be very small. Let me do another. First stroke of the O. Fill it in. Come up. Come down. Out. There are hundreds of variations on this alphabet in the Speedball book, and any number of books that you're going to see. Everybody does it slightly different. So you have to find something that you like and stick with it. The E is one of those letters that it can be done any number of ways. You're going to start out like an O, round it, exit it, come up, and I bring it down. And Elizabeth taught me this way, so that you're pulling out and up. That way, this area in here is thick. So it has a little bit of weight. Now on Charles Pierce's, he brings it in and it's really narrow. So either way, let's do his way. Around, out. F. Starts waistline, baseline, ascender line. I'm going to start just below the ascender line. Bring it down, stop, pull it over slightly. Then I'm going to come back up in here and pull it up and over, and you can add a little tick if you want. And the crossbar, okay. Here's my nib. Okay. Here's my line. And here is the stroke is coming down like so. You just want to touch the right corner of your nib to the edge, the side of the stroke of the F. So what I'm going to do is just put it right here, and it's a little narrower, and just pull it through. Now I have another F to do here. We're going to start below. We're going to come and stop. And I'm stopping short of the baseline. And then you just rest your thing down on your nib down here and pull it out. And there is a little, your stroke's going to come down. It's going to come in like so, like so. Ignore that. So you've got a little bit of a V right here. Either one of those works. And then, of course, you come back in and do your upper stroke. And then just through there. G. Okay. G. This stroke, first stroke of the G, stop. All right, waistline, baseline, you're going to stop it right here. So your first stroke of your O is like this, and it comes to here. Then you come back in and here. Now, when you put the ear on is up to you. I generally just do it, pull it off. And this, Charles Pierce did it this way, this way, this way. Not, let me do it again. 1, 2, 3. Now, here's the other one. I have another G. Look at it. It's the same way. It comes down about 3/4 of the X side, like so. But you just do it in one stroke. Either one of those works. Do I need to do that one again? Please, okay. Short circle. Other half of the circle, the ear, and you can come back in and just pull it out. That should come down to one. Yeah, I could brought that circle down here. Now. Better. Yeah, that's better, Peggy. We will just cross that out. I didn't do it.
You're off screen.
Okay. H is in the center stroke. And if you look at his exemplar, this is a really good exemplar on this. This stroke is really short in comparison to this stroke. You do not want this in over here. It's going to close that off. You want it open. So you really want to make that stroke short. And it's just at the bottom that it does come out. And come back in. Round it out. Down and out. Fill in this one. Do that again. That one's pretty good. They're about right. Up, down, and out. Fill it in. Now, Charles Pierce is using a diamond. I've seen it with a slash, and I've seen it with just that. So whatever, I don't really ever see it with a circle. It's more squared, rhombus. Really small. Sheila Waters does it that way. I tend to do it that way.
The eye, when you dot that, is it on the simpler? Is it as tall as the cinder line?
No, this is just, those are three different ways to do it.
Okay,
Okay, this is your waistline right here.
correct,
This is your baseline.
correct. It just looks higher on her cinder.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
thank you.
You're going to just cut that line ever so slightly, just with the right side of your nib. But you're not going to go way above it. You know, just, it's like dancing in here. If you know, you're going to bang your head, so you just got to touch it a little bit, top and bottom. J is like the I, except it comes down. And then swing it over. The main thing to remember with this is it's a round hand. It is not oval like Italian. It is very round. It is very vertical. There is no slant, although I have been known to slant it if I really get going fast on it. You do the J again. Up, down, over.
Yes, that's fine. Yes, that's no problem, Lord. Well, some of the time, yes. And then, yeah, all of it else.
Okay. Like the H, that entrance stroke at the bottom is the exit stroke is very short. So you're going to start up above at the ascender line, bring it down straight, just a little bit. And I usually fill it in. And I'm going to kick it out, bring it in, pull it straight out
Sorry.
and out.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Note that this should touch the line and this should touch the line. If you bring that right stroke out and it's short, it looks like it's going to fall over. So you want it to touch the base and hold the letter up. Let me do that one again. Right here. Up. Down. A little bit. Fill it in. Bring it out. In. Down. Oh, L is simple. I mean, it's just up, down, around and out. Up, down, around. And out. Any questions at this point? Mark, all right. M. All right. What's really nice on this exemplar is he shows you how to do it, how to break it up. And that should help you when you get home. All right, and M. This is, you've all heard of the bird speak, where you just kind of round it up and bring it down. Well, on the M, you're going to round it, bring it down. Again, a small exit stroke. Then you're going to come back up here, round it, bring it down and out. You want to repeat that. And I'm a little narrow on that. Second stroke. Let me do it again.
Peggy, when you say bird's beak, I missed what you were, because I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, the bird speak. Looks like this.
Oh, okay, so
No, that's a bird speak. That's a bird speak.
Is the bird speak, okay.
Okay, see, we've been doing up, down,
Right.
this, and then going back and filling it in.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a bird speak. There's no fill in on this.
So the two halves of the M should be equal in volume.
Yeah. And when in doubt, take and measure these and then measure them on here, here. All right. So this is this. Now, it's not as wide, but you can see that it's wider than an O slightly.
Screen.
You're off the screen.
Shoot, sorry. It's well, the way Charles Pierce has done it, it's here's the first one and here's the second. So it's slightly wider than an O. And on an N, it's probably the inside of the O. So he's doing them a little narrower than I would do. Okay, now I'm going to do this one again. We're going to round it up, down, out, up, down. That's better. That's the better end.
You're drawing it equally spaced in between.
Yeah.
So your open space is balanced.
Balanced, yes, very different. And if you look at Charles Pierce's, his is balanced too. Yeah, this in here is wrong. This is okay. In N, same way, bird speak, exit. Exit. And again, these really small little circles on these,
Yes, really was.
and even smaller in here. I'm not going to do the O, we just did it at the beginning. The P is the bird speak. Entrance, up, down,
Well,
below the waist baseline, down to the two, and then over.
but this is funny.
And it's not very long. Charles Pierce's is a little longer than
I
mine.
want to have it. Okay.
Then you come back up in here and do the circle of the O, and you can pull it out and meet it.
The December on that is not as long as the one on the J. There's.
Yeah,
Same
it's
size.
it's two.
Two.
Okay, here's my baseline, and here's my piece end. 1, 2 for me. I don't know what nib yours. For me, it's 2. Let me do that again. And again, you could do it the way I showed it on the F. Bring it back and then just pull it out with this little V in there. Round it. And just pull it out.
Excuse me.
You. Circle. And like the C, bring it over far enough so that there's a line right here.
Sometimes I go
And I kind of slide in, take it down.
That's okay, I can see, so you're saying, so one random, so basically right here's my.
A Q again.
That is.
Round it. Slide in. Pull. And I don't know why you couldn't do that. You could just do a slide out rather than that if you wanted to.
Or just lean it on to the left edge of the nib and out.
Yeah, however you wanted to do it. I don't like those little flat feet at the bottom. It just, it
Oh,
definitely.
you got that at an
That's
angle.
B. Okay, an R. It's another bird speak, up, down, and just a little out.
Once you get your finger.
Then you come up.
Press it down to.
This part is straight
Find your better.
and out. You're coming up. This is straight and out. Right in here is straight. Do that again. Bird speak. down and out. Bring it up, pull it straight and down. Don't wave this. Don't do this. That doesn't work. It has to be up, straight, and out.
It kind of gives the illusion that it's way.
It gives the illusion that it is waving. This is when in reality it's not. Now I am going to.
Oh, I can see it approved.
S is not.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of squared that out so I know how wide to make my S. I'm going to start here. And I'm going to pull it and over. And pull it. Whoops, it's a little further.
Watch. Gee, I'm not in words. Are your words here?
S is a hard letter because you have it after, if you've done an italic, you want to make it, and you've got to stretch it out. I don't like the first. And one more. That's better. That's better. That's good. T starts above the waistline. Now I'm going to start right about there. And I'm going to pull it down straight, curve it and out. Then I'm going to pull it through. Pull it down straight, curve it out, come back in, pull it through.
The G is small, I thought it's small.
Now, Charles's exemplar shows two bird beaks on the letter U. If you look at that, there's bird beaks and there's a bird beak.
Yeah.
And I've learned it another way, so we'll do it both ways. You do a bird's beak, down, curve it, do a bird's beak, down, curve it. I learned it. You do a bird's beak, down, you go up, down, and fill it in. So in other words, what you're using is you're using one of these instead of a bird's beak. One of these instead of a bird's beak. So the first one is the bird's beak and the second one is.
You know, you don't need help when you're not even looking.
Not paying attention.
Now, V, W, X, and Y are the exceptions to the 30-degree rule. They are done, they start at 45. So my fourth is going to start at 45 on a V. It's much steeper. I'll bring it in, bring it down. This creates a little heavier look for the letter. Then you're going to come up here, but you're going to go back to 30. And you're going to come around and pull it down. Let me do that again. 45, down. Come up to 30. Bring it back down. And those are a little wide, but you get the idea. So this side is 45. This side is 30. Oh, now he's doing his W. Oh. Okay, we'll do his W and then I'll do my W. His W is a bird's beak at 45 and down. Then he's must have gone to 30 and pulled it down that way. Then pull it down, come up to 30. Okay, so 45, 30, 45. They're confusing, folks. Let me do that one again. Bird speak down, 30 down, 45 down, 30 and in. That's the better W. This one is a little too wide. Okay, and then mine is he's got a rounded in there. It's just
Weird.
you can see that it's really rounded. It's just like the V, and that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with it. And do it that way. For mine, I tend to down, up, or down, and then 45, and then yeah, it's stiffer. It's not as round. You can see I had trouble doing his. I'm going to have to go home and work on that one because I haven't done that.
What I find with W's, if your angle is the same for both feet, you draw the one arrow down, you draw the other arrow down, then you match them.
Then you match them. Yeah, you could do that. You could very easily do that. 45, 45, 30, 30. Yeah, that would work too. But you have to be really good about spacing. You have to be really good about spacing. X is also done at 45. How's he doing his? Okay. 45, up, down, and out. All right, how did he do his? I'm going to assume that he starts here and pushes out. And then comes down and pulls it over. That looks okay. That's fine. Let me see what he's doing. Oh, I'm not doing it his way. He's doing it 45 down, out. Then he's starting here.
No, actually, he's starting lower than that. He's doing
he's bringing it down and pulling it back, and then he comes up and adds that. And then there's Peggy's. And I do it because I'm more comfortable this way. I do my 30, pull it back, pull it back. And that's what I would do. Let me mark a little more here. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Why? Oh, he's doing. All right, I have 3 Ys for you. He is doing his with a bird's beak, just like a letter U, down. And then he's coming in, doing another bird's beak, bringing it over. Okay. That looks a little wide to me, but let me do it again. This is done at 30. This Y, 45, 30, and bring it back. That is not my favorite Y, but that's one I learned. this one, I hadn't seen that one, so that's new to me. The one I really like is a 45 down, 30, bring it down and straight. It's easier. Getting this angle over is awkward and I have trouble with it. I admit it. So you work with it, try any one of those three, get one that you like and use it. The letters V. 30-degree angle. Slide up, over, 30. See how he's doing. He's doing a narrow. This is the way I learned, and then it's 0 down to the baseline, and then 30 out. He's doing it 30, 30, 30. That's not too bad. It just depends on how heavy you want that second stroke to be.
Is it just me or is his top stroke flat?
He's got there's a little bit of just a little bit of not much, just a little bit of a curve. I tend to make it flat and then down and then out. Any letters you would like me to go over and redo? Any questions?
Yes.
Yes. We all. Okay, you're going to start slightly, and I mean slightly below, curve it, swing it out, down. Then your second stroke should do this. You want to start it just inside that line and bring it back to this. And I do the top stroke a little short, just a little. You could take it over a little more if you wanted to. Let me do another one. When you get home, work on the alphabet. Do it 2 or 3 times. Then start writing words or sentences or a quote. And if you remember, if you've got 2 O's, they're the closest together. If you've got a straight letter and a round letter, then they're a little further apart. And if you've got 2 that are straight letters, they're going to be further apart. And Sheila Waters talks about spacing in that. So if you've got that book, look and check. You might go online too for foundational. I'm sure there are some that are really good out there. I haven't looked for it. Let's do a word and see how badly I can flub it. I haven't done this in a while. Today's the first day I've done this. So if I'm not getting the spacing right.
Don't torture yourself with minimum.
No, I will. Well, no, minimum is always a good one. Let's try it. Boy, you can tell I haven't done this in a while. This is a absolutely lovely hand if you're going to do a book.
You're talking about a book. I'm lucky I can write my name. Be a very short book, for sure.
That's not too bad. Spacing wise, it could be improved, but for a first time, that's not too bad. And for example, let's do O. Better move your paper over. How about egg? 2 G's. I've got 2 G's together.
Your name is terrible to do.
Oh, every instructor I've ever had said, don't ask me how to do it. They just don't. So I think what I will do is this, and then I'm going to do this. So, you know, I mean, you could do the 2 G's, but it really gets crowded. And I'd play with this for a while before I was satisfied.
Says, do you want to do it?
Oh. 2, 3. Anybody got a word?
Super talented there.
Go.
Sure. Well, short doesn't really show a lot of spacing. You'll word
No.
like marvelous or something.
Okay, how about harvest? Okay. Okay, here's the problem. My next letter is a V. So did you notice I didn't come out? I stopped. So that I can take the V at a 45 and bring it down.
Is there any other letter combinations that might touch like that?
Oh, well, the ST can be touched. What else would touch? Excuse me, let me don't do that.
2 T's.
Yeah, 2
And
T's.
Innervate would
Right,
be
2 T's. But again, you just
Double F, double L.
yeah, double F.
effervescence and
Yeah, double F. And all I do, you did I do that right? Yeah, 1, 2. Oh, boy, that's a tall F, folks. There was my, yeah,
a
well,
little higher.
yeah, a little high. Let me see, what's another one?
It'll just be a fluffy tall F.
Really, yeah, and they're oh yeah, oh look at this, look at this, look at the word and see how she's dropped it down so she can fill it in. She's made it short. Look at sign CYN and see how she joins it right here. This is really a good. I didn't know they'd come out with a new one. Okay, well, I would suggest you go home and your alphabet is just your basic, caps are just your basic capital letters, either with or without the serifs. Try writing some stuff when you get home. And if you have any trouble, give me a call and take a picture and email me and I'll see if I can help you. Anybody got any questions? Nope.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Go think about it.
Thank you, Peggy.
You're welcome. Well, that was down and dirty.
Perfect.
Georgia.